Alright, welcome back to 7 Days to Die, a sorcery mod with War of the Walkers. I'm going to go ahead and do another quick tutorial for you on sorcery, armor, and spell arrows. And I'm going to start with making the spell arrows without the alchemy table to show that it can be done, and then I'll make some with the alchemy table. So to start, you can use your enchanted mortar. What you want to do is you want to start off with your ice essence, fire essence, or lightning essence, whichever it is that you want. And what you can do is actually go to recipes, and you can make ice powder without the table here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a spell arrow and see what it takes to make the ice spell arrow. So I'm going to need 1 ice essence, 1 ice extract, 1 ice powder, and then wood and feathers. Essence is what you actually are harvesting from either boulders or from nitrate veins or even from the ice trees. And then once you put it inside a conjurer, you can smelt it down and you can pull out the ice extract. Now, if you have the alchemy table, you can take the ice extract and convert it to ice powder. But we're going to go ahead and use just the enchanted mortar. And to do that, you got to make sure that it's selected on your belt. Then you can use your ice essence. You go to your recipes, and you can make your ice powder. It does take 2 each. It takes 3 seconds, so I'm just going to make 20 for now. It'll take a minute to make down. And then at the same time, I could be, well, actually I am, making more of the ice extract as well. So you can make them both at the same time. You do your ice extract here and your ice powder using your enchanted mortar. Alright. It is run time for these zombies. Alright, so you can also make it here, and it actually takes less. It'll use your ice extract, and instead of using 2, it'll use 1. And it's a second faster as well. So it is always better to have the alchemy station, but you still can make the arrows without the alchemy station. So we're almost there. Since I have all the ingredients, I can already make your arrow and your bolt. It takes the exact same material to make the bolt as it does the arrow. Since I don't have a crossbow, I'm just going to go ahead and make these guys. Make as many as I can. It's just going to be 20. And there you go. That is how you make your spell arrows, which will do a lot more damage than a typical arrow. You can see 20 damage plus 25 ice, and ice burn damage with a slowing percentage and a 20% chance to deep freeze. And your damage is increased by your ice mastery. So if you had the fire arrows, it would be increased by your fire. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to make the Omni arrow. So basically, what you're going to need is a little bit of arcane powder, actually a lot of arcane powder. You're also going to need some regular Omni extract. I'm going to go ahead and substitute a full stack here and put those other ones back here. And then I'm going to need at least one of each type of arrow. So I have 20 of the ice, so I'm going to need some lightning. I'm going to need some fire arrows, which, you know what? I only have 40. I have. Alright. So once you have each of those, you want to go to your weapons, and you can make the Omni spell arrow. It does do a lot of damage, so let's go ahead and make as many as that we can. Alright. And I'll show you right away. Alright. So range damage of 30, so that was already 10 more than the arrows by themselves. Plus it does the combined damage, plus combined burn damage. It'll incinerate, slow, and weaken at 100%. And then it has an explode, freeze, and lightning chance. So what I'm going to do is, since there's a zombie down there, I'm going to go ahead and use them. Show you the Omni arrow in action. So let's select the Omni arrow here. Alright. You can see the 3 arrows. Oh, there she is. And 1-shot kill. Now, these arrows cannot be retrieved, unfortunately. Actually, none of these spell arrows can be retrieved. So let's go out and let's find another zombie to kill here with the Omni spell arrows. Alright. Not many zombies around, so let's wake some up here. Alright, you ready? Let's wake them up. Alright, there we go. Now somebody's awake. But they're just slow to get out of the house, that's all. So let's help them out. Oh, alright. Alright, shot him once. Oh, missed him. What a waste. Jumper. Oh man, he is pain. Alright, so took 2 shots to kill him. They're a little trickier to aim here. It only took 2 shots to kill that guy too. And this guy, 1 shot if I actually hit him. There we go. Alright, so you can see these Omni arrows do a lot of damage. Good against bosses or high level zombies you're irradiated. Or against the Fallen and the Awakened if you happen to come across any of those. Alright, so let me go ahead and go back in here. And then we'll start making the armor. Alright. Intro into making sorcery armor. Sorcerer armor. Using the Arcane wheel here. So you have to make the threads first. And right now there are no uses for the ice thread, fire threads. That armor has not been put into the game yet, but it will at some point. So right now we just need to work on the Arcane thread. And to do that we only need Omni extract. And then if we want to make level 3 armor, or level, second level, we're going to need Omni extract 1, 2, and 3, and it's just 1 of each. And if you see here, most of the articles of clothing will need cloth fragment and cotton. You'll need both. And then 20 arcane thread. And there's a piece, I think it's just the robe, that needs 30 and 15. So the robe does take a little bit more. And then your shades will take iron and arcane thread. And then your arcane shirt, your sorcerer shirt, is back to 20, 10, and 10. And then for the next level, same exact thing, except for it's just arcane thread 3 instead. Alright, so a screamer decided to show up, so I'm going to go ahead and take her. Just like, whoa, hit my head there, just like that. Alright, so what we need is some Omni powder. So I'm going to find some Omni powder level 1 here, or Omni extract, and then put it over here, and I'm just going to make some arcane thread, and I'm just going to make 20 units right now, just to make 1 article of clothing at the low level here. Now I already have here in my handy dandy sewing machine some cotton and some cloth fragment. That'll be enough. And as you can see, I actually do have some of these other threads, but I'm just going to make new ones here just for this purpose. Now, some of the pieces of armor have different perks to them, but the perks don't show up until you have the second tier of the armor. And I'll show you a couple of those pieces. Alright, so now we have the arcane thread. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the sorcerer hood. And it's going to take 39 seconds to make that. Alright. What I'm going to do is show you... Oh, well. That's a nice glitch that War of the Walkers has here. Okay. So this is some of the armor I already have. I've managed to get some of the higher level armor for the benefits. And starting off with a Sorcerer hood there, max level here. So I'll compare that to the level 1 stuff here in a second. Once we get that done in 5 more seconds. Alright, so there it is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this one here so we can compare them side by side. Alright, so for your first level, now just like with anything else, this just is how strong it is and how long it lasts. Has nothing to do with anything else. At least actually it does. Better quality will increase the cold and the heat resistance. But you can see here that the Sorcerer Hood gives you a sorcery level increase, but not at this low level. But it does when you have a higher level. And it just takes the second level. You don't need the third level here, the highest tier. So you can see that it gives the max heat cold resistance. That is because of it's a level 6, a higher quality. Same armor rating, but it gives you a boost to your essence harvesting, as well as your spirit, and your spirit regen, and then the sorcery level. So while it is easy to find some of the low level armor, it is a big advantage if you make your own. So what I'm going to do now is go to the Sorcerer robe. I need 30 arcane thread, so I'm just going to take what I already have, just so we don't have to make more of that stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and make that. It's going to take a minute. And then, just because that's going to be done, I'm going to go ahead and make 30 more there. And this, I will place in my to be sold box. I will not need that anymore. Alright. And again, you do need the arcane wheel to do all of this, but you do not necessarily need the alchemy table. It just saves you some of the mats. So it is an advantage to use that. Alright. So again, just like on everything else, to make level 3, you need the levels below it as well, one of each. So if you're going to make level 3 Arcane Thread, you need Arcane Thread 2 and Arcane Thread 1. Alright. And this will be finishing up. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and take my current robe off, and then we can compare it. Alright. So, again, the heat and cold resistance is maxed out because of the level here. But you can see this will give you mastery +1 to all, but not at the low level. You do need to make the second level at least. But even for the low level, you get a spirit increase and spirit regen. So if you have every piece of armor and it's only level 1, it still gives you a really big benefit, especially to your essence harvest. So if you're looking to get your essence harvest faster, one technique is to get more sorcery armor for sure. Alright, and moving on here, you can see that the max level gives you +1 sorcery to mastery all, 12 total spirit, spirit regen, and then it also gives you a bigger bonus to your harvest. And of course, you can hold more mods when your quality is much higher. But your armor rating, cold, and heat resistance are all based on this level here, the quality that you can make. So I'm going to wear that back and put the other one back in to sell. Alright. So there you have some of the basic armor pieces that you want to make. The Sorcerer hood and the robe do give you that bonus. And let's go through the rest of the armor really quick here. So the sorcery shades, they will give you an essence mastery of +1 at even this 3rd level here, or 2nd level. It's kind of confusing. There's only 3 levels. Your spirit 6%, spirit regen 3, and then again a bonus to each of the harvest types. Your bandana will also give you a bonus, as well as your spirit spirit bonus, spirit regen, and your cold and heat resistance. We did the robe. Your sorcerer chest is another good piece. This one has a bigger bonus and a bigger spirit regen because it is that higher quality. You know, got it at the max level here. The shirt gives you a bonus as well. Gloves, we already talked about that one. Leg armor, again a nice bonus to the essence harvest. The pants, same. And then the sorcerer boots give you a movement speed boost, as well as the other boosts as well. So having a good quality sorcerer boots can help you move a little bit faster. Now your armor is not going to be very high, but in fact, is it even on here? There it is. It's actually pretty low, but I think there's a lot of trade-off in harvesting. I have a couple of supporter runes there, and giving you the other boost that it does to your bonuses here. So when I scroll all the way down here, all of these have a bonus that you see the green on, so I didn't have to spend the max amount of points to get any of these. So I still haven't actually put up points in these, but I still have the benefits thanks to the clothing. Very handy to have. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining. And if you would like to see any more tutorials or how-tos, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, thanks for hanging out.